As I said, we want to keep you sane, and doing something that is impossible or way too difficult for you at this stage is not going to help you keep you sane. Hello. My name is Eugenia. You'll find that here on the footer. Usually, this is Mar's stream, and Mar is the founder of Maru Exposito Animation and Anime Studio there in Tokyo, Japan. So, the topic for today. I'm going to talk about my animation thesis. I am an animation graduate. I went to an animation school here in Buenos Aires, in Argentina. And the last year we had to do an animation thesis, like a short film that could be any technique, any length. Only like the only condition was that you had like up until 2 years to finish it. The leitmotif of my talk is going to be maybe how keeping you sane throughout the process of making a short film. You have 2 years to work on your special project. So you think, okay, I'm going to go off and make like this huge production that is going to be everything that I wanted. And I'm going to send it to festivals and it's going to be such a cool story. And usually that can happen. But it's easy to get caught up in the illusion of mine with the right time and resources and energy, or now that I'm not like at school, I can do everything I wanted. I found it better to think of just finish it, make it work enough so you can finish school and move on to the next project. Don't use it as an excuse to, I want to use this film to learn how to do certain thing or go beyond my capacity. It's just like, keep it simple. Make it so that it makes sense what you're aiming for and what your current capacities are. As I was saying, you will learn something. You will become better. See your current work, like at least the last 2 or 3 months of what you've been working at, and see what your mood board or inspiration is for your thesis. These should match. Something that I regret thinking was that I thought, I'm having a lot of difficulties doing perspective work or camera movements or general dynamics or body volumes, and I didn't knew how to draw that volume, that movement, and I created these very ambitious layouts and camera movements because I wanted to learn how to do that, and it was way beyond my expertise and way beyond my resources about, like, I felt that it was possible for me to do, but it wasn't easy. It's challenging enough to do a short film. It's challenging enough to find a story you align with. So don't overdo it. Like, really make something that you are good at and build on that expertise. That would be my advice. Like, that way you will still learn something new, but you won't get as frustrated when you find yourself like going against roadblock after roadblock. You can, if you are smart, you can look for the resources that you already have and keep it there. Like, you don't need to buy a different tablet. You don't need to buy something amazing. Like, what you're currently working with is going to work for your project. Something that I found very useful to not suffering was a team. There's usually this idea of the lone artist. The idea, because you are so used to be just you and the paper, you and the projects that you have in front of you, you and the ideas that you have in your mind. It's very easy to lean into the thought of, I'm going to finish this project just by myself. And because if I do it myself, it's going to align perfectly or as close as possible with what I envision, and I can control whether I stay working on this cut for 13 hours, or if I no longer care about this, I can quickly erase it and delete it and work my way. I know, and it's relatable, and I've been there and done that. But I found that working with other people really helped me not only reduce the stress of everything, but also improve the project's quality, like, 1,000 times better. Like, at least in my experience, if I haven't worked with a team of people and a team of friends and colleagues that I trust and that I enjoy working with, I'm 100% sure that I wouldn't have, enjoyed the project as much. I think that working with a team makes you pay a lot of attention on how you communicate your ideas, and that is really useful as a professional on the animation field. Yes, definitely. It really forced me to understand my project. Like, it made me reevaluate, like, why am I doing this for? What do I want to tell? Why do I want to tell it this way? Like, suddenly having someone else making questions, and I don't know, if you are in a position to direct or just collaborate with someone else, you are forced to better determine and make everything for yourself more clear, because you need to communicate that. And it was really useful for me because I figured out that I didn't have anything as concise and well thought of as I thought I had. Like, English. I felt very confident that I knew what project I was doing. But after working with the rest of the team, I noticed, like, I don't have any idea of what I'm doing. And I'm not as confident in my storytelling as I think I was. But now, because they are asking the right questions, I can get to solve those ideas, or get to solve that technical situation, because I have not only their questions, but also their resources, their knowledge. And it was a really fun and great experience. Yes. Communicate your struggles is also something that, when working with someone else, you might tend to, if you're not working with a team, you might feel isolated. Even if you're working on a project on your own, I would suggest or encourage you to talk with other people who are also working on a project of their own, because most likely you are going to be going through the same struggles. Maybe you're working on different techniques, but you are both finding it difficult to, focus after working hours, or figuring out how to deliver X thing on time. Like, I don't know, we were working on this project, but we also kept communicating with other classmates that were working on their own projects. So it was often that we had talks like, hey, how are you doing? Are you on the animatic stage? Are you coloring? Do you need help on this, on that? And building like a community of people that are going through the same, it's, to me, very important. There is invisible help in a way. Like sometimes you might be working on a project on your own, but there are people who are supporting you in ways that you may not be noticing. Those can be, I don't know, friends, family, teachers, other type of figures, whatever, that are just like with you through the process, that are like maybe not animating a cut, but are offering like a shoulder to lean on. Not because you're working on a solo project means you are alone. Yes. The result. Although I really enjoyed the making of the project, I had all of these like ideas of what I wanted to do, and I worked with friends and I did my own story and everything. I did not like the result. I don't like this feeling because all of us worked so hard. So I started to, I don't know, like questioning. I started to question everything that I chose before. Like, I didn't take in account my limits artistically, narratively, time limits, everything. Like, oh, I didn't set me up for success. If you feel like the end product doesn't like reflect the whole work or thought or vision that you put into it, it says something about everything that was done before, right? Like, hey, we had all of these great things to do or work at, and it doesn't look, I don't know, this short film doesn't look as good as the fun that we had making it. Like, you can feel that. My advice would be to shift your focus on the fun that you had making it. Like, think of the second part. Like, I've grown so much as an artist that now I would have done this differently. Yeah, my advice would be like, don't try to fix something that it's not necessarily broken. Like, don't try to fix something that it's not bad. Leave it as it is. Yeah. What is your next big project? What is the thing you're going to work on next? Just so you don't get like dragged by this result that may not have been, as great as you expected. I hope that some of my advice was useful in any way. That's pretty much it. Thank you for sticking around, and hope to see you on the next stream. Yeah. Bye.